I called Donald Trump a wannabe dictator. It's because he is. It's because he is. Maybe it's time for us to be a little more fierce. Because we have to ferociously push back on this. The thing that bothers a teacher more than anything is to watch a bully.
Is there something going on that we're missing?
Well, there's a couple of things. First of all, whose balls is he hiding in his cheeks?
Yeah.
That's the first question I want to know. And I don't love the way he says Pierce.
Yeah.
Breaking news outside of politics, Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota is facing more criticism than ever before. Tyrus, a wrestling star and Fox News pundit, ripped apart Walz's well-cultivated image with a flurry of charges in a live broadcast moment that stunned audiences across the country. What started out as a panel discussion swiftly devolved into a public unmasking. Normally composed and cool, Walz lost it and exploded in a rage that has now gone viral. However, underneath the insults and soundbites comes a much more important query: what secrets is Walz concealing, and why is Tyrus so intent on bringing them to light?
It's time for us to be a little more fierce. Because we have to ferociously push back on this. The thing that bothers a teacher more than anything is to watch a bully, to watch this bully, and to stop it. And when it's a child, you talk to them, and you tell them why bullying's wrong. But when it's adult like Donald Trump, you bully the out of him back. This is a weak, cruel man that takes it out.
The world takes notice when a politician's reputation begins to deteriorate. Tyrus revealed his alleged dark secrets live on TV, and for Tim Walz, that crack became a full-blown explosion. Walz was no longer the amiable Midwestern governor that Americans believed they knew. He was angry, defensive, and obviously shaken. This conflict is more than just a news story. It marks a shift in our understanding of political power, authenticity, and truth. We explore Tyrus's revelation, Walz's loss of control, and the significance of this moment for a man with rising national aspirations to
is deeply part of it. And that's one of the, I think it goes, and you can look at the reasons why we've had this sort of dialectic over the Me Too movement.
How do you fight it?
This notion
I think I could kick Moshe there.
What he's mad about is his own fault. He's mad about the image that was portrayed of him as the hunter. And who did that? You did that. We just laughed about it because the one thing you can't do is you can't front. You can't floss. Those are two key words when it comes to manhood. You can't.
Everyman governor of Minnesota is under attack. Tim Walz's success has been based on his ability to be trustworthy, relatable, and approachable. But when Tyrus, who is renowned for his candid commentary, destroyed Walz's reputation on live television last night, those underpinnings fell apart. The charges? Inconsistencies, weakness, and hypocrisy in leadership. The response? Anger is a side of Walz that the public rarely sees. This is more than just political theater. It's a clash between truth and perception, and it begs the question, is Walz truly the leader he claims to be, or is he merely another well-packaged political product?
Yeah. A teacher snatches the bully's ass up. Come sit with me. That's why I know someone's bully. Oh, you can sit with me for a while. And then I would lean on him. I'd bully him back. He's not a teacher. He's not a politician. He's a creepy guy who can't remember his speeches. I don't know what the hell was in the water in that White House, or was everyone on the same bad cocaine? But Kamala can't speak. He can't speak. Biden was so high he couldn't remember anything. Like, this is literally the dumbest administration of all time. Why is he talking?
It really is the ultimate clown show, and I said this in the pod. He's a clown without.
Tim Walz just offered America an honest, unvarnished look at his character, which is said to be revealed under pressure. He exploded in reaction to Tyrus's constant revelation of his secrets after years of presenting himself as Minnesota's calm hand. Not only was Walz's outburst surprising, but it also exposed the governor's inconsistencies, weakness, and growing disconnect between his public persona and reality. There is more to this story than a single TV dispute. It concerns the man who ventured to remove the mask and the disintegration of a company founded on Minnesota Nice.
Ad for Elon. I would be furious if I was him. If this is who you sent to troll me?
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing wrong to get the guy from D Team to come out at family theater and call me names.
Yeah.
Like, Tim, I would, if they were like, oh, Tyrus, man, ooh, tough news cycle. Tim Walz is talking about you. I'd be like, oh, Timmy? I want to fight him so bad.
Tim Walz has had to deal with difficult elections, protests, and criticism. Tyrus's blistering Live TV condemnation, however, struck harder than anything else. Tyrus attacked Walz's leadership shortcomings with scathing sarcasm and scathing charges, branding him a charlatan with a folk charm. Walz's answer? Both admirers and detractors were taken aback by the impassioned outburst. This spontaneous moment threw aside the veil in a world where politicians battle to control their image. Tonight, we analyze the meltdown, the charges, and the underlying reality. Even the most powerful political brands may implode in real time when authenticity is used as a weapon.
Tweets, my DMs, like just one arm, and I just want to slap the he's so weak. He brings nothing. If you were gonna go after someone, man to man, hit him with a fact, hit him with something real.
Yes.
You don't have anything. And here's the cold part. If Elon called him up and said, hey, Tim, you want a job? He would take it. Because that's what spineless, he would, and when he was questioned, he was like, I was just holding him in account. You know, I respect him, and I'm so happy to be working for X. He is the worst player on their team, and they don't mind sending him out because
They're trying to get him off the table.
Yeah.
They're putting him out early so he can't be a factor later.
Imagine establishing a successful career by being the composed, approachable leader, only to have it destroyed in a matter of seconds. Tim Walz experienced precisely that when Tyrus revealed his inconsistencies in front of a live audience. Under duress, Walz's well-cultivated persona as a father, teacher, and veteran crumbled, revealing nothing but unadulterated rage. The governor burst rather than merely defending himself. What, though, pushed him over the edge? What can we learn about the man hiding behind the political mask from this? We look into the intense altercation that may shape Walz's career for years to come tonight.
Look, he has a sports coat and a zip-up sweater underneath. No man wears that.
I may have done that in the past.
Yes.
I won't now, Tyrus.
No, and one day somebody's going to explain what a corporate income tax is to these people. It's not paid by this. It's not paid by the corporation. It's not like a building that goes, I've got to pay taxes. It's the workers.
Tyrus and Tim Walz's altercation wasn't just heated, it was explosive. Tyrus took aim, making fun of Walz's choices during the pandemic, his response to disturbances, and his purported small-town genuineness. Rather than dismiss it, Walz retaliated angrily. Minnesotans are used to a quiet governor, but this was not him. The truth, or Tyrus's version of it, was out, and this man was surrounded, struggling to protect his reputation. Perception is power in politics. Perception became lethal in this instant. We dissect the disaster that America is talking about nonstop tonight.
Oh,
That's a big red flag. Whenever you meet someone and they have to give you their resume,
yeah.
and then as soon as they talk, you're like, that's why you gave me your resume.
Yeah, because it doesn't speak for itself.
You suck.
Yeah. It's like when people have their PhD on their Twitter handle. It's like, you know, this person's completely bonkers.
And their pronouns.
Yes. Are you mad, though, Tyrus, that, like, beards have been kind of co-opted by beta males like Tyler?
No, because it's like all. Wait, hold on. Watch what I say. I will sit around, stick my hand up your back, and make you my puppet for the.
Tyrus typically speaks in a direct, brazen, and humorous manner. The tone changed to one that was harder to ignore, sharper, and more cutting as he set his eyes on Tim Walz. He charged that Walz presented unity while ruling with divisiveness, and that he concealed conflicts under charm. Walz was unable to maintain his composure for once. Cracks in his leadership image, and possibly in his political future, were exposed by his live TV meltdown. Tonight, we dissect this viral conflict, revealing not only the statements made but also the potential truths they contain.
Would have won, Susie would say, I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway, even if
The governor ran, the real governor, not the governor from Minnesota, he's a sick puppy, that guy. That poor guy, I feel sorry for him. But they made...
Politics is sometimes compared to theater, although this isn't always the case. That moment for Tim Walz was when Tyrus revealed what he claimed to be Walz's dark secrets. It went beyond simple criticism. A public unmasking took place. Suddenly, Walz, the governor who established his reputation for steadfast leadership, was shaken, irate, and exposed. The polished campaign narrative and the messy reality underneath it clashed in that moment for America. Can a politician ever put the mask back on after it has been removed? We examine the consequences of Walz's explosive outburst tonight.
What do you make? Whoa, you got something there?
Hold on, before we do this, man, I got a protein up. Hold on.
Chug. He's chugging it.
I need more protein, Gutfeld. I got my protein pudding, my protein shakes, jerky if you piss me off, but this ain't enough protein for this segment, Greg. I got a old school distillery here.
Where'd you get that?
Expecting political banter, viewers tuned in. They ended up having a meltdown. Tyrus destroyed Tim Walz's carefully constructed image piece by piece as he ripped into his record with his signature sarcasm. Walz's response was an eruption rather than a composed rebuttal. It was shocking to the supporters. It was confirmation for detractors. And it was the instant Walz changed from being untouchable to being vulnerable, as witnessed by all. This is more than just a political rivalry. It's a paradigm shift in the way we view authority, authenticity, and leadership. Now, the question is whether Tyrus has permanently altered Walz's public image or if he will recover.
Tell you, I can't wait to debate the guy. That is, if he's willing to get off the couch and show up. So, see what I did there? I got to tell you, pointing out just an observation of mine that I made. I just have to say it. You know it, you feel it. These guys are creepy, and yes.
Although Tim Walz has received criticism before, this instance was unique. In addition to criticizing his politics, Tyrus also attacked his character, making fun of his sincerity and pointing out inconsistencies that were a bit too personal. And Walz broke for the first time in a long time. His outburst on live television was not merely a passionate defense. Rather, it was an uncommon example of what occurs when the mask is taken off. Millions of people are wondering the same question as the video goes viral online. Did Tyrus uncover the true Tim Walz, or did he simply put him in a situation from which he was unable to escape?
Nominee Tim Walz, he joined Beto O'Rourke at a Texas town hall last night, and the estrogen levels were enough to give Chuck Norris menstrual cramps. I wonder, is our strength our diversity?
Our strength is our diversity. We've been talking about this for years as a country of immigrants, and we let them define the issue on immigration. We let them define the issue on DEI, and we let them define what woke is. We got ourselves in this mess because we weren't bold enough to stand up and say, "You damn right we're proud of these policies. We're going to put them in, and we're going to execute them."
So, wait, you lost because you weren't woken up?
It began similarly to other segments, but by the end, it had turned into a political conflagration. Tim Walz was clearly unnerved by Tyrus's constant attacks on his character and leadership. Normally composed, Walz lost his temper and launched into an irate outburst that has since gone viral. This was not only embarrassing, but harmful for a man who was supposed to have national aspirations. Tonight, we go deeply into the conflict, revealing the secrets and the larger lesson that one unplanned moment may destroy years of well-cultivated trust in today's politics.